Okay, time for more Amstrad Action. We left off. We did indoor sports last time. Failed. Here's more sports. This time it's Championship Basketball by GameStar and Activision. $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Joystick keys. A basketball game has finally appeared on the Amstrad. This version is a 2-on-2, where the second member of your team is computer controlled. The game has a 1 or 2 player option. The 2-player game gives you a human controlled and computer controlled player on each team. The game is divided into 4 quarters, each of which lasts for 6 minutes of real time. 24 minutes. You are the home team on the 1-player game, and while you are attacking, you may instruct your teammate to use one of 4 different types of play. When you are defending, you again have a choice of 4 plays to use. There are basically 3 things you can do whilst you're in possession: dribbling, passing, or shooting. Shooting is divided into a variety of shots, which depend on your position on the court. You can also get your teammate to pass you the ball when he's in possession, if you say so. The screen is divided into the playing area and the scoreboard. When you're running to the opposite end of the pitch, in choosing your play, the scoreboard is replaced by the play calling screen. The sound is limited to simple spot effects and the ball bouncing. The graphics are fairly small and stick-like, but the animation is alright. Both teams can be easily identified despite the poor use of colour. The human players can be identified by their different coloured shorts. Sporting simulations have been popular recently, and this is quite a good attempt at basketball. However, that's only because it's the only one. Much better than this could be achieved. First day target score. Beat the computer. Second opinion. Definitely not a game that will get the adrenaline going. The action is too slow and the graphics too small and indistinct for you to get really involved in the game. It's possible to have quite an enjoyable tussle nonetheless. I just wish a bit more effort and polish had been put into this version. Green screen view. No difficulties here. The verdict. Graphics, 47%. Not much colour to brighten things up. Simple players in basket. Sonics, 30%. Simple effects leave your ears empty. Grab factor, 61%. Easier to play with practice, but a little difficult to get the hang of. Staying power, 52%. Computer opponent plays well. Action is too slow to make it exciting. AA rating, 57%. If you're desperate for a basketball game, it could be worse. Okay. Well, and now we play the game. Here we go. So it's like Destructo keyboard. Game or practice? Let's go straight to the game. 1 player, 2 player. 1 player. Novice, intermediate, advanced, expert, novice, because we gotta suck. Oh, well. Okay. Whee. Oh. Hey! Good partner. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay. Okay. Oh, how much scoring is happening? What are we doing? Just let it run up. Sure. Okay. Oh. With a try, maybe. Uh, okay. Got a good partner, so it's something. Yeah, this is exciting. Oh wow. Well, what am I doing? Oh. Oh boy. At least we're not losing like 30-0 or something. Like all those. Oh, jeez, he's gonna. Oh, he missed it. Defensive foul. Oh. Boo. Yay. Oh. Good throw. Jeez, we're actually ahead somehow. We're home, right? We're the home team, right? Never mind. Oh. It's only the first quarter. It's going to take ages. Well, not in front now. Quarter over. Really? Ah. Oh. Getting all the fouls now. Really? Oh. I expect to throw it back. You pass it back. I did not expect it. Well, here goes. Now it's going to end up 30-0. Well, 30-6 or something. Oh, good throw. Wow. All of a sudden they can get all the baskets. Yay! Wow. Just get it in just like that. Wow. Oh, come on. Don't do that every time. Oh, I did not want to do that. It's often how sports games goes around here. We just stood there and did nothing. Shooting would have been nice. Oh. Good pass, dude. Good pass. pulled over. Yeah, we're not winning. Oh, we need some 3-pointers. Sucks at shooting. This is going well. Boy. You threw it too high, idiot. Yay! See, get my partner to do the little shots. Oh. Oh. What'd you pass it back for? Yeah. Don't pass it to the opponent. That's not a good thing to do. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to pass. Okay, stand there. Thank you. Oh. Never expected to stand there. Well. This is... Oh, come on. Put over. Yeah. Get it. Tells you your partner doesn't pass it to the opposition either. Ow. I think we're losing. Really? Good. Oh, that was good. Exactly as planned. My ball, thank you. Oh. That's how you do it. Don't pass it to the opposition. Yeah. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I want to shoot. Come on. The controls aren't clear. How do you miss on that range? Oh, this is only 30 seconds of this torture left. What? See if we can get one more. Oh, never mind. Game over. 18-47. Yeah. We lost. What a surprise. Oh, it's a good half an hour wasted. Move on to the next game. Ah, the big computer show moves north. The 8th official Amstrad computer show. GMX Centre, Manchester. If you own an Amstrad CPC, PCW, or PC, or just thinking of buying one, there'll be lots for you to see and enjoy. 3 free presentations in the Amstrad Theatre. Ooh, heavy demand for seats, huh? Right, next game is Renegade by Imagine. Barely read that. $8.95 cassette, $14.95 disc joystickal keys. That should really be joystick and or keys. Joystick and keys even. Because you always got to use keys. Imagine's latest arcade conversion has a similar plot to that of Death Wish 3, in that you get to take on the bad guys in your own private war. This time you are heading for a meeting with your girlfriend, who lives in a rough part of town. You've got to fight your way through a variety of street gangs on your way using your martial arts skills. The program is a multi-load game, different backgrounds and gangs loading in 4 separate parts. As soon as a block of data is loaded, the game starts immediately, so don't nip off for a cup of tea or you'll miss the start. A gang is made up of minions and a boss, who have to be defeated within a time limit, otherwise you must start the level again. The 4 gangs occupy the tube station, the pier, the back streets, and the street which leads to your meeting place with your girlfriend. The tube station is filled with muggers, some of whom are armed with metal pipes. They crowd around you and try to beat you up. Every time you get hit, you lose energy until it's all gone, and you're left a bleeding corpse on the floor. Control is a little tricky, in that you need to use both hands. Movement around the screen is achieved with one hand, and the combat with the other. The combat keys allow you to jump, attack right, and attack left, just like the arcade version. Various moves are automatically selected by the attack keys, depending on your situation. You just have to attack left or right and decide whether to jump or not. The moves include a flying kick, backward kick, punch, and a very tasteful knee in the groin. Most of these moves will stun an opponent, but a flying kick or several hits will knock them down. Once they're on the floor, you can leap on top of them and beat their head to a pulp, even more delightful than a knee. On the first level, you can also kick opponents off the tube platform for a quick kill. The boss appears after you have killed enough of his minions and takes quite a few hits before he succumbs. A nice trick is to try to pin him to the floor or kick him off the platform. Can't do that with the boss if I remember correctly. Don't think you can knock bosses off platforms. At least not in this version. You can do it in the arcade, I think. The pier is patrolled by a motorcycle gang, and the stage is split in 2 parts. In the first part, you have to fly and kick bikers off their motorcycles as they race across the screen towards you. The second part is another group of bikers who attack you with chains, much as in the tube station. The boss again needs several hits, because of the 2 stages, the time limit becomes even more testing. The back streets are run by a gang of women whose boss is Big Bertha. She's built like Russian shot putter and is twice as strong. She has a wicked repertoire of attacks, so watch out for her charging forearm smash and close range headbutt. To kill Bertha, you must first knock down her strength to 0 and then flying kick her in the face when she comes running at you, like an express train. Yeah, you can still pummel her when her energy's low enough, as per usual. That works too. Her accomplices are also nasty pieces of work, attacking you with whips and knives. The final stage involves fighting a gang who are armed with razors, one touch from which is enough to kill you. After the fight outside the building, you go inside, where the last boss is armed with a gun. He tries to shoot you as his razor-armed minions slash at you. The game returns to the tube station after this level, and the action gets more difficult. Throughout the game, a tune plays, which adds a bit of atmosphere to the action. The sound effects are limited to hits, but this doesn't matter much because the tune plays constantly. And the characters are large and well animated, with an excellent variety of moves. There's superb use of colour, and when anyone is killed, blood oozes out of their heads as they lie on the floor. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Some people are bound to find the game rather tasteless and morally dubious. However, it is a very well crafted combat game that has lots of variety, great graphics, and a terrific challenge. First day target score. Beat first boss. It's not Charles Bronson, but the bad guys get as good a beating. Second opinion. The graphics really are good on this one, and there's some of the nicest animation I've seen. The gameplay is demanding, but extremely satisfying when you succeed in beating a few heads in. The morality of the violence is for the individual to consider, but personally, I've never believed that games presented as fantasy have any effect on people's behaviour. In these matters, I usually find children demonstrate great maturity in knowing that this is just a game and nothing else. Green screen view. All levels are clearly playable. The verdict. Graphics, 94%. Great use of colours. The characters are superbly animated. Sonic's, 85%. Great tune plays throughout the action. I should say tunes, because there's a different one for each stage. And they're based off the arcade version. Grab factor, 91%. Excellent range of attacks and effects. Tremendous satisfaction from beating a boss. Difficult to control since you need both hands. Here, just like the arcade, you use both hands. Staying power, 89%. The opponents are tough right from the start. Nice variety of opponents and behaviour. AA rating, 90%. Tremendous quality arcade conversion. Yeah. Screenshots. Also, advertising Rampage. You'll know soon enough. Rampage coming to your home computer screen, December. Hopefully we can maybe get through one loop, if we're lucky. One good thing about emulating a 128K machine is that loads all the levels in at once, which is what it's doing now. So we'll notice one thing about the blood oozing in a minute. Oh, well, that's a good start. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's blue blood, and it doesn't animate. Because apparently Ocean censored it. There's a way around that. Key combination we can do here. Oh, reset. Oh. This works. There we go. Now you got nice oozing blood like you're supposed to have. Right. There you go. Bye-bye. Yeah. Here we go. That's one stage down. There you go. Watch out for these bikes. Oh. This is hard to get timing for. Absolutely, totally do a jump kick and miss as well entirely. Like that. Alright. That's all of them. Ow. Keeping spaces down. Oh! Jeez. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Jeez. Okay. 30 seconds. Get to here. You need to save this place. You just do this. One boss you can out punch, most you can't. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. Now we get the hard stage. Close. Oh, there's no one of these. Here she is. That's a good time. Kick. Ah. Yeah, you can't really do that with her. He just does that. Oh, never mind. Do it all again. Oh. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's close again. Oh, damn it. Yeah. No, just a little early there still. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ah. Ah. Oh! Yeah, one hit does that. This part done. There he is. Yes, he has a gun. That happens. Knifed and kicked at the same time. Yeah. That made a nice mess. Try it again. One more time. Start. Get someone off there. Yeah, all I've got to remember with the controls is that it's the same as the arcade. 3 buttons. Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay. Timing. Oh, jeez. Well, this happens. Missed. And missed again. Okay. Wow. No! Well, that went well. I don't have to do the bike skin at least. Let's go over here, it's safer. Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh no, it was too late. Too early, I think. Damn it. No, don't do that. It's a waste of time. We haven't got time. mind. Whoop. Oh, oh, geez, missed. Too late. Oh, do the thing. No. Bad. Oh, yeah, didn't do the thing. One more. Better work this time. This was screwed. Right. Oh, down. I often forget that down is space and not S. Too used to modern games. Oh. Oh, anyway, that's Renegade. We'll move on to the next game. Ooh, got Scrabble, Deluxe even. It's on the tiles. Computer Scrabble faithfully follows the board game rules and has a large vocabulary. The computer provides you with intelligent computer opponents, a clock, and 8 skill levels. Commodore 64, 128 cassette and disc. Spectrum 128 cassette and disc apparently. Amstrad CPC disc only. Interesting, they made Scrabble of all things 128k only on the Spectrum. Next game is the Island of Dr. Destructo by Bulldog Mastertronic. £1.99 cassette, joystick keys. From the software house that brought us Feud comes another budget game. This time it's an air combat game with an unusual 2-player option. It's reminiscent of some old dogfight games, but it has some great graphics to bring it right up to date. Dr. Destructo's empire has to be destroyed before he can carry out his plan of world domination. You have 7 days and nights, and 7 lives with which to complete your mission. There are 21 screens to get through, and each screen is a ship or building viewed from the side. These have to be destroyed by shooting down enemy aircraft so that they crash into the target below. Each crash causes damage to the target, and gradually a hole through to the sea is formed. Most of the targets need 3 holes in them before they sink, but some need more. As time passes, the screen background changes colour from daylight through dusk and into night and back again in the morning. This is accompanied by the moon or sun travelling slowly across the sky. The 2-player game has both players on the screen at the same time, flying around shooting the enemy aircraft. You're also both fighting for points, since the player who scores the most points on any one screen gains an extra life. The enemy aircraft come in a variety of forms, which range from planes and helicopters to saucers and satellites. They each score different points, and some are severe dangers to your aircraft. On the early levels they aren't dangerous, but later on they kill on touch, mutate into other aircraft, and even kill you while they are crashing. The graphics are very colourful and have a chunky cartoon-like quality. Sound is simple, and there are no musical tunes. The 2-player game makes it well worth the price. Whether you play with 1 or 2, you will always get an exhausted Firefinger in what is eventually a taxing game. First aid target score. Complete 7 levels. Ooh. Second opinion. I love this one immediately. It's bright and bold with super graphics and gameplay that gives you a cramp in your hands. Unadulterated mayhem is great fun, and when it's so well presented, you just can't go wrong. You'll play this for hours on end and keep coming back to it. Green screen view, tricky to tell some planes apart. The verdict. Graphics 81%, delightfully colourful cartoon graphics. When planes overlap each other, the ship you get is a graphic mess. Sonics 58%, only spot effects. Grab factor 75%, early levels have lots of easy planes to blast. Pleasing variety of enemy craft. Staying power 67%, levels and time limit get very tough. Repetitiveness may cause loss of interest. AR rating 77%, great 2-player game. Okay. That's a little long. Here, cut out a word no one will notice. Yeah. Okay. Click the thing. Alright. The island of Dr. Destructo. It's playing, coming right for you. One player, 2 players, team play. Ready? Hey, these planes don't do anything to you. Make fine targets. Is that right? Target destroyed. Player 1 wins extra life. 2 lithium. I think that blue plane will kill you on contact. Oh, like that. Oh, blue planes are faster now. At least that one was. Jesus Christ. Oh, that one got me. I got destroyed. Player 1 wins extra life. 4. Tullet. Oh, jeez. I got too high. Oh, okay. I can survive getting too high. Oh. Got a lot more blue planes now. Helicopters now. Missiles. This is getting harder now. We cannot kill the satellites. We can kill the helicopters, but it still kills us if it touches us. Game just got hard. Oh! Oh! More satellites. Target destroyed. Play one extra life. We'll be needing it. Let's sink an island now. Oh. Well. That's it. Last resort. Game over. Loss of life. Okay, loss of life too great. Yep. Okay, we'll give it one more try. We'll try. Probably won't get any further. Have it destroyed. Target destroyed. Phase 3, Okean. Yeah. Now the game gets hard. Page 4, Tullet. Couldn't fall fast enough. Oh yeah, that's fear. Oh. Iframes would be nice. Yeah. Just have a just have a paint just respawn. That's fine. Last resort. Ah! Oh! Yeah, this is going well. Oh yeah, he comes up and hits you. Game over. Loss of life. Too great. Um, okay. That's the island of Dr. Destructo. Yeah, let's move on. Next game. Next game is Game Over by Imagine. $8.95 cassette, $12.95 disc, I presume. Joystick keys. So yeah, this game was known for its box art. Yeah. Gluna is the woman on the cover of the game, who underwent a cover-up on the game's adverts. He's also a megalomaniac. Arcos, her faithful lieutenant, has stopped being faithful and decided to end her reign of greed and cruelty. You take the role of Arcos in his attempt to depose Grimla. Grimla? The game loads in two parts and represents two worlds. The first, the planet Hypsis, is 20 screens wide and is a series of flick screen rooms. The objective is to reach the last screen, where you will be given a code number to allow you to play part 2, the planet Skun. Hypsis contains a variety of aliens with differing firepower. They fly on or appear out of the floor. These must be either shot or blown up with grenades. Particularly dangerous are stationary gun turrets, which are very difficult to destroy. There are also some red and white barrels to be found. Shooting these 3 times reveals their contents, including grenades, force fields, hearts for more energy, power up for more powerful weapon, and a more deadly mine which will kill you on contact. So, of course. The planet Skun contains 2 areas, the forest and the palace. The forest is occupied by kangaroo-like creatures, which drain your power when they hit you. The palace is occupied by other creatures and robots, which all hamper your progress. Lying around the planet are power icons, which regenerate your power to the full. On both planets, there are impressively large monsters, which will readily grab your attention when they appear. It's like the one in the screenshot right here. The graphics are large and colourful, and the animation is good. There are no tunes, but the sound effects aren't bad. The most irritating thing about the first planet is that if you are killed, you have to go right back to the first screen. Very rewarding if you can persevere, but in the long run, probably a bit limited. First A target score. Get off Hypsis. Second opinion. It's certainly a bit frustrating to begin with, because you get wiped out very quickly, which seems to be a feature of Dynamics games. Once you get into it, it's mostly enjoyable. Large sprites, plenty of action, and even some platform jumping thrown in. Green screen view. Everything is visible. The verdict. Graphics, 89%. Large, colourful graphics. Good death routine. Sonics, 54%. Only a few zapping effects. Grab factor, 71%. Lots to blast straight away. Extremely annoying to have to go back to the start of the first planet. Staying power, 75%. The second planet is more interesting. Once you get past level 1, it's not that tricky. AI rating, 72%. Again, graphic excellence from Dynamic, but the gameplay disappoints slightly. Okay, now we get to die a lot. Coverable frames, it's like the Barbarian cover, isn't it, really? Remember part 1 or part 2? That was part 1. Oh, there she is. Here she is. Joystick. Go. Oh. That's a shield. Jump on the platform. Power up. Oh no! Dead. Well, off we go back to the beginning. No more power-ups for you. Oh. Okay. Oh, jeez, this thing. Alright, got grenades. Well, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do to deal with those. Could just run past, I suppose, or something. Easier when you got the power up. It's yeah, just run past. Oh no, there's another one. Run past. Just run. Go. Little green dude. There's another one. Hard. Here we go. Oh, I got it. Shield. Let's go. Okay. Power up. Oh, he jumps! He jumps! Oh. Got him. Yeah, that's the end of the game or something. No power up. Oh, the platform goes under above the bottom of the screen and kills you. Of course it does. That's fair. Oh, try again. Oh, the barrels are random. That's... Just run! Just go! Don't stick around or anything. Oh, you can duck. I killed it. Double KO. There you go. But back to the beginning you go. Oh no! Checkpoint! The actual checkpoint! How about that? Now I get a life up. Oh. Actually, grenades really much use. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Right, it's death. Back here we go. Power up. Could use that. I'm about to die. Yeah. Not really much you can do. Okay. So we'll run the other. We'll run the other part now. Oh, I've got to look up the code first. Let's do that first. Let's see. Code is 10218. Access allowed. Joystick. And play. Oh jeez. Yeah, there's a kangaroo like alright. Do they count as space kangaroos though? Not technically in space, I guess. Oh, they just spawn on top of you. That's perfect. Oh! There's a mine right there! Into the room, you die! Oh. Oh! Well, that's gonna take some Well, those mines are hard to jump over. Power up. Oh! Time that. That's ridiculous. That's too early. That's too late. Well, we'll figure this out at some point. Okay. I don't have too many of these damn things. Does this take us somewhere? This is a maze. This is going to be a maze. Oh, there's more mines. Chicken duck. There's something. I'm running out of power here. Oh, yeah, I knew that was too. Oh, gotta go back here. Oh, that's too close. Oh! Let's walk right into that. Well, let's go. Oh! Oh, it's too late again. That's too early. Squid mines are terrible. This time last attempt. Oh! Oh. I I know, wait for the lift. I want this lift to take me down. Oh! No, never mind. Screw the damn... Power up. Oh! This is push me back. Okay, I guess I have to go up in. Oh, too close. You're right back here. Ah, I hate mines. Oh. I think I prefer army moves. Much better game than this was. Okay. Okay, to the next game. Next game is Ultima Ratio. Firebird 199 cassette. Beginning of the last few reviews here now. They're going to be short. Shoot 'em up where you have to clear ships of all objects, including flying aliens and ground targets. Graphics are colourful and movement is fast. Good game for the price, but it did not keep my interest for very long. The verdict: graphics 69%. Different, well-drawn characters. Many colours used. Sonics 51%. Nothing special. Grab factor 71%. Easy manoeuvrability. Lots of things to shoot. Staying power 64%. High levels give more nasties. No change in scenery. AA rating 67%. Not a bad buy. This is one game I've played before. I've streamed it before. Finished it. See if I can do that again. Okay. Ultima Ratio. Great. Tony Warrener, 1987. Adam Waring. Oh, we know about that name soon. High score table. What's on the default high score table? Data on Brandisburton. Economy, poor agricultural. Government, anarchy. Tech level, 0. Population, 20. Gross productivity, 46.5 CR, whatever that means. Average radius, 0.5 kilometers. Brandisburton is a tedious place. Hi from Tone, Ad, Mac, and Chaz. If you want, you can press space, but you don't have to. That's why it does it for you. Instructions. Shoot everything to survive. An extra life is awarded for completing each zone. If the border flashes green, you've killed all of the aliens. White, a bullet hits you. Yellow, one more and you're dead. Red or blue, move now. That's it. E, none of these. Starfield in game, Starfield in menus. Yeah, whatever. Keep the Starfield. Okay, select keys. Joystick. Right, let's start. Ultima Ratio, Zone 0. Get ready. Those screens, this TV screens here should display a timer. For whatever reason, this version doesn't. Doesn't. A revision that does, but it has rather corrupted graphics. So I went with this version. Okay. That thing just replenishes your energy. Okay. Basically, destroy all the aliens and all the ground targets. There we go. Stage completed. That's one of 8, I think it is. A tile with the arrows on you want to avoid. I think it reverses your controls. So you sort of don't want anything to do with it. Oh. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Couldn't get enough shots in on that thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Killed everything. Oh. But those things are annoying. So those little spiky star-shaped things, they'll kill you on contact. Not going all that well. Zone 2. I do like that the enemies can shoot each other. Ah. Couldn't move up. Oh, yeah, I hate one of those things. This is going terribly. Oh, jeez. Oh, geez, those things. Of course there's things in there. Oh, I'm dead. That's what yellow means. Oh, that's all the aliens. And this one obviously is left here. Let me get my life back. Here we go. We get this one here. I'm going to do it from the bottom here. Okay. I'm missing one. I'm missing one from somewhere. Oh, they is in here, of course. Can I shoot? I can. Got time limit. Time limit's running out. Time's running out. Yeah, time ran out there. Zone failed. Zone 3. Get away from me. The other side might be safer. Oh. Lost life. Away from me. Oh no! Just stupid reverse controls. It accumulated 307,906.68. Mega score. Enter directory. A non. I think this might be one of those games, if you swear at it, it'll swear back or something, but I forget. Do we play it again? We've got an hour. Got an hour to play 4 games. I thought I'd move on, I think. Yeah. So yeah. Next game. So we've got 3 games to go through. And if anyone wants to see the whole game, I've already got a video of that. Okay, next game is Park Patrol, also by Firebird, $1.99 cassette. You must travel around the park collecting rubbish, rescuing swimmers, and keeping the wildlife under control. 5 levels which can be edited to make them harder or easier from within the program. The verdict: graphics 60%, well designed and animated characters, jerky scrolling. Sonics 45%, not much sound. Grab factor 56%, easy to play, just trundle around picking up rubbish. Tends to be repetitive. Staying power 50%, options for making it easier or harder to play. Only 5 levels. A rating 58%, may appeal to younger players. Okay. Okay. Park Patrol from Firebird Software, written by Andrew Rogers. Original concept by Tony No. Copyright Activision 1986. I think we have to define the keys. Yeah, we cannot use joystick. What does the menu do? Oh, that's right. This sets up everything. Just use joystick or keys to alter menu, but joystick. Oh no, joystick does do something. Okay, can use joystick. Something. Here we go. Here we go. Swimmer. There's our swimmer here. Oh. Well, it drowned. Oh. Bump the log. Let's come on, let's get the swimmer. Come on, swimmer. No. Okay. I guess the swimmer kills you. We're supposed to rescue these things. Oh, don't jump out yet. I'm going to get this rubbish here. Some more rubbish over here. So the stranger is supposed to be a boy, according to the options screen. Yeah. Did I hit something? Game over! Try again! just with the standard beep force sound effect. That's fine. Yeah. Pick up this bottle. Oh. Sank. It's gonna be hard to get to. Okay, here we go. We've got stuff to shoot out here, have we? Alright. Oh! Can't touch little bits of gravel or whatever that is here, because that's apparently deadly. Okay. Level 5. This is the last level. Oh. Get away from me. Level 1 again. Yeah, it's the sort of game you probably play a while. Yeah, game just loops forever. We get the idea. Next game. Right. Next game. Next game is Black Magic. A US Gold, $9.95 cassette, $14.95 disc. You move around a slow scrolling landscape, trying to collect the six eyes of Anakar, a sort of treasure hunt. Ed. This is about the landscape of chests, scrolls, and the obligatory monsters to be defeated. The verdict: 53 graphics 53%, colourful landscape, slow jiggy scrolling and small characters. Sonics 44%, just beeps and pings. Grab factor 43%. 4 levels of wizardry to work your way through. Boring, just collecting things and killing monsters. Staying power 56%. Gets more difficult as you collect the eyes, but you may not be bothered to get that far. AA rating 47%. Too expensive for what it is. Okay. Okay. Black magic 1, black magic 2. For 1, I don't know what 2 is. This is another one of those 2-part things. Black magic, Datasoft, US Gold. Amstrad conversion by Paragon Programming Limited. Same people that gave us Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. If that's anything to go by. Black magic, created by Peter Ward. Correct. 1987 Action Software, or it's reserved. Black magic is a trademark of Action Software. Datasoft is a registered trademark of IntelliCreations Limited Inc. Correct. 1987 IntelliCreations Inc. or it's reserved. Converted by Paragon. Space or fire to start. Showing off your fancy flashing colours. Here's our dude. It's green for reasons. Spells 1. Yum yum yum, that really hit the spot. Got 10 arrows. Something happened. I don't know what. The food supply just ran out. Really? Well, there's food up here. Let's go get it. Alright. I used my spell. I'm invincible. But you can't pick anything up during that. Okay, got another spell. Heal food. Oh. Yum yum yum, that really hit the spot. Okay. More food there. It's a dude. Food here. Wait for me, bird, or whatever you are. More food, that whole chicken down there. How to hit things. Time limited spells awarded. Oh, alright. Got a menu here. Vanish, blink, abort. Don't need anything yet. Some food. Let's go. There's a dude. Oh, whatever. Sargrim Cemetery. The food supply just ran out. Wait, eats a lot apparently. Nope. Oh no, bird's taking me away. Oh, just here though. Some suppose. Well, I guess I go down here, right? Oh, no, that's right. Don't go down there. It's water. I don't think you die necessarily in water, but you can't get back out. Oh no, blink. Oh, you can duck. It's something. Oh, well, you're gonna get through these things. Living forest. Look at them go. Oh, oh, he's taking me past. It's handy. Oh, going up. Oh, it's good. You have failed your quest. Game over. Stupid bird. Right, everyone will try. Get a bit more used to the controls. Yum yum, that really hit the spot. Up, climb up, come on. There's a place down there, huh? Oh, I'm out of arrows. Let's go down here. See what's down here. I don't think I've been down here yet. Okay. Ooh, a little later down. Go deeper. It's the thing. It's not. You should have gone down the bottom first, huh? There's a lot of stuff down there. Choose vanish. Ooh, can we get down here? Will it eat us? Yes, it does. Okay, we managed to kill those. It's a bit rough with some of those. Oh no, the birds got me. Okay. Okay, 100 something. Oh, got one of the eyes. That's what the eyes are. Okay. Now we know. Thinking more monsters appearing now. The food supply just ran out. Ghost. We're running out of health. Oh no. Dead end. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Let's see what's over here though. If we can make it. Yeah, failed your quest. Game over. Yeah, game's actually kind of interesting. Something I probably need more work on, perhaps, though, to get anywhere. Anyway, we'll move on. One more game to do. That game is baseball by GameStar and Activision. Championship Baseball. GameStar Activision, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Baseball has reappeared on the Amstrad. Comparisons are bound to be made with Amsoft's Hardball, and Hardball is the better game. Good pitching graphics, otherwise similar to previous games but with less options. The verdict: graphics 69%. Large, colourful graphics on pitching screen. Matchstick men on the pitch. Sonics 28%. The crowd cheers and the ball hits the bat. Grab factor 51%. Simple to play when you get used to it. Confusing at first. Staying power 42%. Computer opponent is too easy to beat. Gets tedious after a while. AA rating 47%. Hardball is better. And Toots being chased by a giant angry baseball bat for reasons. Okay, here we go. Okay. Time for baseball. More sports. GameStar presents Championship Baseball coverage. 1987 Activision. Designed by Scott Orr. Developed for Amstrad by Icon Design. A Software Studios production. They're doing this thing with the title screen again. It's the same sort of thing as what they did in Black Magic. Game options, 1 player. Loading, please wait. Right. Do better. Oh, we hit the ball. We'll leave it at that. I think I'm batting at least. Let's put it that way. We're not doing anything with the pitching. Out. Oh. Oh dear. Go, run, you idiot. Idiot wouldn't run. Missed. What? What do you run for? That's a crowd cheer. Oh, time to start pitching. Knew better. Ball. Really? Strike. Strike. Oh. Boo. Wait. 3 balls? It's supposed to be 4 for a walk. I don't know. Haven't played any baseball or anything similar like that for years. Strike. Strike. Right, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Do better. Well, not go well, isn't it? Strike. More like it. Throw, throw, throw. Well, this is going to end up 3-0 again, isn't it? Strike. Good strike. Uh-huh. Throw it home. Oh, damn it. Well, let's see where this is going. You only threw the picture. Just throw it home, you idiot. Foul. Good. Strike. Out. Good. Progress is being made. Strike. Foul. Good. Out. Perfect. Okay, I think we found the pitch to make. Strike. Strike. Foul. Oh. Foul. Oh. Keeps trying to hit the damn thing. Strike. Here we go. Reduce damage there. Okay. Missed. Perhaps I should have left that. Okay. Whoever runs the first, is it something? That's a strike. Yeah. Should have swung at that one. Here we go. Okay, that works. Oh. Foul. Home run! We'll take that. We take that. We're actually winning. Missed. Should have probably left that. Oh, well, that was a fast one. Foul. That was a strike. Nonsense. Disagree. Safe, I guess. Well, he still is. So let's just safe. Damn it. Foul. Foul. Well, you actually hit it, I suppose. It's something. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay. 3-1. We're winning. Strike. 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 Out. Oh, I think we know what we're doing now or something. Throw. Strike. Foul. Which counts as a strike. Strike out. Perfect. Throw the ball. You better. Yeah. Strike. Strike. Foul. Strike. Good. Okay. Wonder why I swung at that. Strike. God damn it. Ow. Need to run faster. Oh. Need back. Strike. Oh. What are they doing? Foul. Damn it. Do you like that you can run between pitches? It's cute. Foul. Foul. Oh, jeez, I didn't see that coming. Okay. Third inning still. Foul. Good. Strike. Out. Good. Yeah. Foul. Strike. Oh, you got a late shot there. Foul. Foul. Strike. Out. It's 2 out. Strike. Strike. Foul. At least we aren't losing 30-0 something. Alright. Back to batting. Look, I was going to hit that or something. Oh. Oh, really? Hitting is not easy. Oh. Boo. Home run! Yay! We don't have to stop on each plate. Come on. Get a move on. Okay, 4-1. Foul. Foul. Okay, it's a foul. Took 2 swings at it. Somebody still hit it. Missed. Okay, got 1. It's 4-1. Alright, time to pitch some more out. We know the one pitch we do seems to work. Yeah. Foul. 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 Oh, yay, out. And strike. Good late swing, dude. Yeah. Good swing. Strike. Strike. Foul. Strike. Good. 4-1. Nope. Where shall I lift that one? Oh. Foul. Oh. Out. Yeah. Oh. Straight to first base. Good. Oh. Foul. Oh well. Come on. I don't agree. Really? You missed that, huh? Time to do a perfect pitch again. Just sat there and looked at it. Good. It's out. Good. Better. Yeah. Strike. See, I can see where they get the this is too easy idea from now. It's the one type of pitch that just works. Yeah, I suppose the one thing about slow motion pitching is that it's at least somewhat hittable. Sorta. It would help more if there was a bit of shadow. Here we go. Yay! Overrun, there you go, 2 more. At least it's a baseball game that we're winning and not losing 35-0. Oh. Well. Oh, I disagree. Oh, he's pitching fast all of a sudden. Okay, next. Home run. 2 more. Oof, Jesus. Fast ones are hard to tell. Home run. There's another one. I wonder if there's a mercy rule. Oh, really? Ah, too early. Well, 5 on that one. 9-1. Foul. Foul. Out. Foul. Strike. Foul. Out. Huh? 9-1. 7th innings. Safe. Next. Oh, oh, come on. You're supposed to react to that. Oh, well, never mind. Here we go. I guess we got it twice. That's not a problem. Oh. Oh, double play. Oh. Well, gets it over quicker, I guess. Foul. Foul. Out. Spot out. Foul. Strike. Out. Good. Out. Good. Still 9-1. Oh. Foul. Or something. Oh. Ah, too early. Oh well, never mind. Well. Out. Next to come. Out. Strike. I'm not even trying now. I think they've given up. Oh. Oh. Too early. Wow. Went through the bat, I think, there. Oh, you ran off base. String that better. Oh, here we go. Will there be any rubber banding in this or not? Hopefully not. Probably not. Strike. 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 Yeah, I think they've given up. Not even trying now. Oh, he swung at it and missed. Next. Foul. Strike. Strike. Yay. We win, right? 9-1. She'll leave us at the screen. And leave us at the screen. Well, that's baseball. Or championship baseball. We actually won somehow. Makes it change not losing by 30 points or something. Back to magazine. That's all the reviews in this issue. 21st Century Warrior Apache Gunship. Micro Prose. Gunship is available for Commodore 64, 128, the Spectrum, and coming soon for IBM PC and compatibles. That's a good ad to put in an Amstrad magazine, isn't it? I mean, it was released on Amstrad as well. Guess it's a little while yet. Red LED. Real arcade action at its best. The year is 2379. Earth's vast resources are finally running out. Again. You must bridge the path to the much needed meta supplies. Using 3 ZMX all-purpose battle droids to link up the vital cosmic interlace grid. Special features: full 3D smooth scrolling action, 37 different landscapes, bonus levels, teleport pods, and enemy generators. Graphics by Pete James. Sound effects by Tony Crowther. Starlight Software. C64 cassette. $9.99. C64 128 disc. $12.99. Amstrad cassette. $9.99. Amstrad disc. $14.99. Spectrum. $8.99. Cheat mode. You've already got to cheat for game over. Apparently you need it. And it even tells you what the password is for the last, for the second part. You have to go far for that. Tips for Runarama. Can you watch me play that last time and finish it? Let's read this. Glyphs of power do not work on the generators. Do not use a glyph of travel unless you have runes of a fairly high level. Use the glyph of seeing to find hidden doors if you don't have the find spell. Do not bother having a power spell higher than any other spells. Try to clear each level before you leave it. Always improve your defense spell before your attack spell. Unseen is the best defense spell. If you do not have many runes left, do not get a new attack, defense, or effect spell because you may not have enough runes for a new power spell. Do not choose an attack, defense, or effect spell of more than one level higher than your power spell. If you are running low on power, then go to a glyph of sorcery and check your power spell is higher than mortal. If your drain is anything but minimum, then get a higher power level. Try to clear a room of monsters before you lock in ritual combat with a warlock. Don't know about that one. During ritual combat, always work from left to right. Say so. If you have just one ritual combat, be careful not to leave the room or you'll lose all the runes. Toot has a long, long tongue. Yeah. She's for Synapse and Amarote. Ixalan. So for both the tape and disc versions, redefine the keys as ZORBA. A short tune will play. Redefine the keys again to whatever you want, and then start the game. You now have infinite lives. Simple, huh? Mission Genocide. A cheat that improves their built-in cheat mode. She mode is activated by typing QED on the title screen, then pressing keys 1 to 9 to give you levels 1 to 9. To select levels 10 to 12, use colon, semicolon, and 0 respectively. Tips for Stormbringer. When you are carrying the chicken, it lays eggs. When you are carrying an egg, command Robin to help and he will give you the newspaper. Read the newspaper to tell which disguise to wear. Wear the right disguise and carry the newspaper. This will allow you entry into the castle, where you will find the teleport pad and teleport key. Standing on a plant and casting the Pass Plant spell can get you the elf horn. If you teleport whilst carrying the teleport key and teleport pad, then you will end up in limbo. The shield is in limbo, and so are the jumping boots. The shield stops the cores draining your energy. Sorry, axes draining your energy. You need the boots to reach the upper levels of Castle Storm. When you are in the upper part of the castle, walk left until you reach the giant statue. Walk under the arrow and drop the advert. Jump on top of the advert and you can pick up the silver arrow. To kill Beowulf, summon Robin by blowing the elf horn. Give him the silver arrow and the golden egg. Command him to help and he will shoot Beowulf. Go to the Inkwood and take a brass ankh from Barker. This makes your energy go up to 60% when it reaches 0. Aramis Le Pew has the Wand of Command. The magic missile is in Beowulf's hoard. You can get both the arrow and the magic missile by standing on top of the advert while you are underneath the appropriate object. To open the security door, you must pull the 3 levers, which aren't main levers. Obviously. Ask Rachel to help in the castle. She will tell you the password number to activate the teleport machine in the teleport room. Convert the number into binary and pull the appropriate main levers, e.g. supposing the number was 10. In binary, this is 1100101. Oh no. 1100101, that's not 10. Maybe that will be 100 they're thinking of. To pass the conveyor belt in the main level, throw the teleport pad at Reggie the Rat and teleport. The magic missile induces sleep and everybody it hits. The elf horn summons people, just like in Spellbound. The chicken lays golden, silver, and copper eggs. The magic talisman restores magic levels quickly. To travel to somebody, you require the magic missile and crystal ball. Off-White Knight must be asleep before you can merge with him. Be careful with the dynamite and boomerang. You must carry the glow shield into Main Neva 2. Wearing it won't help you. Once in there, drop it on the floor. You score 1% for every room you enter. Beowulf's caves are all counted as one room. Aramis Le Pew will read the list of clues. Give him the list of clues and command him to help. The feather can be used to make people happy by tickling them. Do not touch or command Beowulf, because he will kill you. Duh. Match point. Our Pratt of Ramsgate has some tips that will slow down the devastating speed of the Scion game. Hold down the keys Z, X, C, and comma. And as soon as the ball is served, the match will take place in slow motion. This makes it possible to beat the computer. Also, if you wave the racket around your opponent who is trying to serve, it may put him off. Tips for short circuit. Keyring opens all filing cabinets. Bunch of keys open all locked doors. Password plus passcard plus security notes knocks out all security alarms. Once all security alarms are off, passcard allows access through security doors. Jump needed to get past robot. Now you can get laserboard. Password plus fire alarm manual plus security notes knocks out sprinklers. Leave objects which aren't needed in place of those that are. Don't switch alarm system until 1751. Don't switch it on or off. We've got tips for living daylights. Level 1 Gibraltar. On this level, forget about the SAS. Just run to the end and change your gun to Wolfer PPK. Now shoot the man who appears when the screen won't scroll any further. Your score will increase by 50, at which point you should run off to the right-hand side of the screen. Level 2, Music Conservatory. Simple this one. Again, forget about the men who pop up and shoot you. Just keep running, jumping, and rolling to the end of the level. Weapon, night vision glasses. Level 3, the pipeline. Just run. Jump the pipes on the floor. Get past the high pipes. Roll just as the line of the pipe is about to touch your head. Forget about the falling pipes as they usually miss you anyway. Weapon, hard hat. Level 4, the mansion house. Forget the helicopter and the men who shoot at you. Just shoot at the first milkman by selecting and using the bazooka. You only shoot the milkman once, and then run to the next milkman. As soon as a milkman appears at the edge of the screen, shoot him. Then all 3 milkmen have been shot, run to the end of the screen. Weapon, bazooka. Level 5, the fairground. Quickly get the weapon you selected and get the target about halfway along the screen at Bond's head height. Shoot the balloons as they come onto the target and then shoot the man. An alternative way to do this level is, if your energy is quite high, shoot the man with a Wolfer PPK straight away and run through the balloons to the end of the screen. Weapon, crossbow. Level 6, Tangiers. No sweat. Shoot the men who throw the long grenades at you and jump the gaps. Forget about the men who shoot at you. Weapon, dart gun. Perfect. Some of the passwords for Cholo. First thing you do is get a list of passwords. So I forget which is which. Chief of Dr. Destructo already. Get these done quick. Toots Corner. More mistakes. Last month's cock-ups is referred to. Floppy discounts. £2.99 for a blank disc. Bonzo's Doodah. This is the best thing I've seen in a long while. I recommend it. Amstrad Action, June 1987. It's a wonderful name for application. Bonzo's Doodah. Bonzo's Super Middler. What do we have here for? Nothing weird. 2 fingers typing. High soft pound C pound. Should we just high soft C? $35.95. Well, guess it's worth money. So type-ins. Yeah. Program made plain. Discover program secrets, how it works, improvements that can be made, and techniques worth remembering. This month we look at a derivation on the Trivial Pursuit theme. A trivia quiz. Because you can always add your own questions. So how many questions you're going to fit in a basic program, I don't know. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, whole 10 questions there. I mean, you could add more. So the monkeys, where's that there? Bar logo. Yeah, make a cut down version of logo. You can use it in basic. Once upon a time, computer entertainment was for kids only. Those days are over. Advanced computer entertainment. Atari ST, Amiga, Commodore 64, 128 Spectrum, Amstrad. Issue 1, October 1987, £1.50. Expensive. Available at all good news agents. Which console? Atari versus Sega versus Nintendo. That's £8 in software free. More type-ins. Okay, your bar logo's a little long here. Machine code Metalbot. It's a look. Got a scan. Someone scanned their printout of it, just so you know it works. Eventually, it works at least. No unusual games here. Oh, Zynaps with 2 P's. It's about as weird as it gets. Discology. Yeah, I had that program. For some reason, it was a French version. I had no idea how to use it because everything was in French. Pilgrim. Text adventures that we're not playing. The Magic Cottage. Stuart Lucky, Weybridge. Magic Cottage is a game based on the book of the same name by James Herbert. The first point to make here is that you should not submit a game for publication that is drawn on the work of another author. In the case of previously published books, films, plays, or whatever, this is particularly important. In most cases, not only permission but also payment, sometimes very substantial, is required before you can use another plot or design. Stuart's game runs on the 6128 only and uses a silicon disk if you have one. The program asks whether such a disk is fitted when you run it. And if you answer no, you receive a prompt asking you to edit a line of the program to enable it to run correctly. This is a serious mistake. In order to play a game, the user should have to do nothing except run the program. You should avoid any disk or tape swapping, loading or different files, or unclear loading instructions. In addition, Stuart's decision to use the 6128 is unwise. As far as the Amstrad market is concerned, the 6128 is in a minority. The best format for an Amstrad adventure is cassette format, 464 and 6128 compatibility, with any evaluation copies supplied on disc. This is a sad fact. Since a disc-only game opens up a lot of very attractive possibilities, but I'm afraid that until we've all bought disc drives, we'll have to live with it. The instructions for Stuart's games are contained in his accompanying letter. Another blunder, I'm afraid. He did everything wrong. The disc supplied should have a label bearing a clear loading instruction, the name of the game, a copyright notice, e.g. copyright Stuart Lucky 987, and your name and address. Most important, don't forget also that you should have used the utility. If you've used the utility, you should credit the company concerned, as in copyright Bird Balrog 987, produced using GAC from incentive software. I don't think I've ever seen a game produced in GAC to actually have ever copyright for GAC in it. In addition, you should also include a disc or cassette label carrying in as few words as possible a clear summary of the game's objective. Again, this is extremely important. You'd be amazed at the number of games received that carry no explanation or introduction to set the scene of the game. Ideally, you should also program such an introduction into the beginning of the adventure with an option to skip it if not required. Your letter accompanying the game should be on one sheet of paper only, unless you feel that there is vital information which simply cannot be compressed into that space. It should be typed or printed out. If you have to handwrite it, make sure your writing is legible. The letter should contain basic information about the programmer and the adventure, together with your reasons for thinking that the game is suitable for public release, i.e. what's so good about it. Be confident. Don't say, I think the game is good because, but strike out boldly and say, the game is good because. Ideally, the first sentence of your letter should read, further to our recent telephone conversation I enclose, and that obviously means that you have to make the effort to A, find out who will be receiving and playing your game, and B, phone them to make sure that they wish to receive an unsolicited program. This is only courteous, but also has a desirable effect of fixing your name in the publisher's mind. Don't, however, be a pest on the phone and allow for at least 6 weeks for a response to your contribution. Then follow up your application with a letter. Most importantly, you should keep a backup copy of the program you send and not expect to have the disc or tape returned to you. And now for the game itself. You did everything wrong whenever you played the game. Stuart's game does not appear to have been written using either GAC or the Quill, which is a brave step. Why were we complaining about it before? It's been a brave step and has the advantage of giving the game a very individual flavour. It's also risky because most companies will prefer a game that can be released on more than one format. Both utilities give you the possibility of doing this with little extra work. Can't do anything alright, can he? Oof. Screenshot. What screenshot? Next page. This is a screenshot. As you can see from the screenshot, Stuart's game has some excellent screens, but it does unfortunately include a number of spelling mistakes and programming glitches. In addition, the vocabulary is limited, and in some cases the gameplay is poorly thought out. For example, one location starts with 2 glasses in it, each of which has a different description when examined, but the same description when you enter the room. You can see glass, glass. It's a bit confusing under the circumstances and typical of the sort of rough edge in a program that could put off a software house. Note that not only is the name of the object non-unique, but also that the object list ends in a comma in case there is another one to follow. Little points like this need to be tidied up before sending the game off. As a general rule, the person who programs the game is the worst person to play test it. This may sound illogical, but the fact is that when working on a game, you soon train yourself unconsciously to ignore many of its minor faults, and sometimes the major ones as well, and this is hardly going to endear your adventure to the player. Good points about Stuart's game, however, are the graphics, which are excellent and original. Pictures that are included in a game must justify their presence. Don't use a graphics facility in your utility just because it's there. Make it enhance the program and put as much effort as you can into it. If you're not skilled enough, then better to go for very simple pictures, or even none at all. Magic Cottage isn't a bad attempt by any means, but as you can see, it has brought up a number of points that players submitting products to software houses would do well to bear in mind. Oh, God, you're really going at it there. Furthermore, this is for The Last Believer by Paul Lucas, Goatman Games, Coventry. Here's a good lesson on how to submit a game for consideration. The disc comes with an informative label, giving the name of the game, loading instructions, and the message. For more information about this game, type run start and then press return. The accompanying letter is short and precise, giving both the game and the programmer an efficient image. Furthermore, there's a comprehensive hint sheet of the game. This is a great bonus, and you should always include a hint sheet or solution together with some general information about gameplay. Solution. Yes, a solution for your game. Don't need to figure it out yourself or anything. I'm afraid that just because you may have spent 6 months writing a game doesn't mean that the evaluator is going to spend 6 months playing it. You'll be lucky, frankly, if they spend 6 minutes on it. This may sound grossly unfair, and you may claim that no one can evaluate your masterpiece without playing it for at least a century. The fact is, however, that any game with its salt immediately proclaims that fact from the very first screen. If that first 6 minutes doesn't get the evaluator excited enough to carry on playing, then he or she is going to load something else. Paul Lucas's game does grab attention from screen one by having a very attractive redesigned character set, tidy and professional text layout, and clear, well-written location descriptions. Even without graphics, the program keeps the player involved long enough for the plot to cast a spell over you. The story is a simple one, most good ideas are, and in the traditional mould of magic and evil deeds, as you attempt to sphere your village from the spell of a black magician. Yeah, okay. We'll move on. Yeah, it's enough of that. Probably ranting a bit there. Small ads. 2-player game, conversion of ZX81 game, laser bases, tune, full options, explosions, frequently screen size, DK-tronic speech. Send either a blank tape and £1 or £2. Chris Surway, Chippenham, Wiltshire. I wonder if anyone's dumped these games in these little ads. Big League Soccer 2. Oof. This game has been really hard to get hold of, but we've managed to find a couple hundred discs at a very special price. So take your chance while you can. We're over the moon about this one. Subscription super gifts. Scorches. Very sizzling software at special Amstrad Action prices. Yummy! Houston Magic. Big savings on all their latest host software. Want a thingy? They're still going with the thingy. It's white dangled papers next to your computer screen and costs £2 less than in the shops. Yes, a thingy bought through Amstrad Action. Get a disc box. There's Toad being chased by a bouncing thing. Rear view. The final page. Can the assembled heroes deal with the businessman? Or is it a chain store massacre? Universal Computer Program Management Flowchart. Start. Does the damn thing work? Yes. Don't touch it. Stop. Does the damn thing work? No. Did you alter it? No. Will you catch hell? No. Forget it. Stop. Did you catch hell? Yes. You poor sod. Did you alter it? Yes. You dozy plonker. Does anyone know? No. Hide it from the boss. Stop. Does anyone know? Yes. You poor sod. Stop. Sure, that's exactly how it works. A foam friend. Got an interesting package from the newly established UK subsidiary of Electronic Arts. Inside was an invitation to their champagne launch and an orange foam squishy bouncing ball. After bouncing the ball off each other's heads for a while, we finally worked out why they'd sent it. It's part of their logo. We're currently expecting 2 more parcels to arrive containing a green triangle and a blue square. We hope nobody else takes up this habit of sending out their logos as gifts, because things could get very awkward. We'll be getting fiery birds, furry gremlins, toothy alligators, and hard-headed armadillos, infogrames, through the post. It's that time. It's time for Sugar Man. Yay! A shopping mall. W.H. Smith, obviously. Ha! Blam blam. Businessman just robbed that W.H. Smith store. That's what you name your villain, businessman. But lo, here is Window Woman. Desist. You can't escape by a enchanted rope. Indestructible. Can't be broken even by... Bah. Bam. Rope. Can't get their equipment these days. Blow. Halt, businessman. Or suffer the wrath of Bite Man. And woman. You forgot to say and... Shut up. Holy wrecked rotors. Blam. Kaboom. We're gonna die. Woman, I never told you this. But your mother was a nun in Bangkok. Oh no, not Sugar Man. Yes, moi. I didn't steal all these PC sales profits from W.H. Smith. Pam, pam, pam. I just found them on the floor. Yes, that's it. W.H. Smith, I refused to stock my new 9512 word processor and the Spectrum Plus 3. Businessman's getting away in his Bizmobile. Why didn't you stop him, Sugar Man? Well, I've got a stitch in my side. Vroom. Oh. Hey, Bubble Bobble. It's 1p Bub and 2p Bob. From Taito, the masters of arcade entertainment. Bubble Bobble. Blow and bounce and bob your way into oblivion in this incredible conversion of the greatest arcade game of the year. Bubble Bobble will blast your brains and bruise your senses. Baffle yourself. Buy Bubble Bobble. Spectrum 795, Commodore and Amstrad cassette 895, Commodore disc 1295, Amstrad disc 1495, and Atari ST 1995. No one cares about the Amiga yet. Apparently. Unlock the thrills and mysteries of Solomon's Key, an arcade strategy game with enough addictive qualities to turn even the toughest coin-op critic into an arcade junkie. CNVG. This dude, he's not wearing much. Pretty sure you're not naked in the game. Return to an age of mystery and intrigue, a place in which the fabled treasure of King Solomon shone brightly with his glorious wealth, where amongst the network of mysterious rooms lies the next key that will bring you nearer to these fabulous riches, where amongst the stone pillars and hidden dangers lie mythical creatures that can perpetuate your life long enough to reach your ultimate goal. Commodore 64 128, cassette 999, disc 1499, Atari ST 1999, Amstrad cassette 999, disc 1499, Spectrum 48 128K 899, US Gold and Tecmo. Perfect. That's the end of it. That's the end. And it's nearly midnight. We ran a while again.